Steve Guttenberg here, and I am with Jason Tavares from Adirondack Audio. We're in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, though. We're not in Adirondack, upstate New York. But you're not even in Adirondack anymore, right?
Well, we're on the foothills of the Adirondacks up there.
Okay.
So the main store is up north in Queensbury. We got 7,000 square feet of store up there. But down here in Williamsburg, we actually call this the hi-fi loft.
Nice.
Since people down here have trouble with Adirondack. But this is our by appointment showroom for the city, featuring a lot of the brands that don't otherwise have representation here.
A little bit here. Yeah, there's a lot of very cool stuff here. It's a great feeling space too.
We were lucky to find this. It's an old brewery actually from the 1880s, and we had looked at a lot of spaces, but we turned the corner and walked in here and saw the 16-foot ceilings and a built-in stage.
Right. So, because you say you do live performances.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't know we were going to until we found the space, and we're like, we have a stage. So,
Right.
yeah, we, at least once a month we're having a live performance here, and we usually mix it up. We might start with like an album listening. We ask the artist to present an album that inspired them or maybe that they really loved, and we listen to that first, and then they do a short live set. It's fun, it's a great way to get a different mixture of people into a hi-fi setting.
Yeah, being a retailer in 2019 has its challenges.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think outside the box, literally. I'm not trying to compete with the big box stores because I couldn't do it. So this is definitely a more boutique experience, and I'm always trying to come up with different ways to, interact with the market and bring people together who maybe don't know about hi-fi or don't think they need, high fidelity at home. But once they hear it, then, if they love music, they want to reproduce that. So. And
how do you pick the lines? It's kind of like, in this case, you being, let's say, in quotes, the buyer, meaning the dealer. It's a dealer's market in terms of line. You pick and choose.
Yes, I get approached weekly. There's a lot of manufacturers out there. There's a lot of great products, and it's hard making those choices. I mean, there's plenty of brands that I love that I don't sell because I can't sell everything. But I pick the brands that, so I have my own subjective preferences when it comes to the way hi-fi sounds, and I like the synergy of certain products, but you can't have an ice cream shop that only sells vanilla. You need to have different flavors. So I try to come up with products that complement each other but offer something different. Each one of them, every brand that I've chosen presents music in a way that is, to me, engaging emotionally, because to me that's the essence of hi-fi. Actually, it's not. We're not trying to recreate. We're not trying to remix an album in a studio. We don't have to be at that level of precision. It's more we're trying to recreate an emotional experience with the music. So each of the systems, each of the brands that I carry, it moves me when I listen to it. And each one is a little bit different, but I try to have products that if somebody comes in and they like something that's a little more mellow and relaxed in presentation, I got something for that still sounds, really, enveloping. And then, somebody else wants something really edgy and dynamic. Yeah, I've definitely got that too. So it's, I tend to pick brands that are well respected, and they are easy to work with because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with manufacturers all over the world, it's important that everybody is easy to purchase from. You get products on time, and most importantly, once a customer leaves, I want to make sure the manufacturer is going to be, backing them up as, they enjoy the product at home. So,
yeah. So we're going to take a look around the store and go through some of the highlights at least.
Super.
So let's change gears here.
All right.
Okay. So Jason, these are the 30.2s. These are Harbeths. Some of my favorite. I mean, talk about classic British sound.
Yeah, I mean, I discovered Harbeth just recently, picked it up as a line last year, and it's been a great success for me. I do love the sound of Harbeth, always did, and I'm really proud to be representing it here in the city. I got the 30.2s here. This is the anniversary model in the silver eucalyptus, and I really think that's a handsome finish.
Speaking of handsome, tell me about these headphones.
Yeah, this is something, brand new to the United States. These are called Kennerton headphones. They're all out of St. Petersburg, Russia. Designed and manufactured in Russia. Planar magnetic. Just exquisite. They're available in like 7 different wood finishes.
And the box. Close the box. The box is amazing.
About this. Yeah, it's...
Wow, yeah, it's stunning, really. Something else. Yeah, I want to review those.
And we have another set here. This is one model lower in the lineup, but again, beautiful craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Still planar magnetic, slightly smaller.
And they make this headphone amplifier.
Yeah, this is called the Atlas, the Kennerton Atlas tube headphone amp. Also a nice stand for the headphones.
And a ear pad warmer.
That's right.
I like that. But wait. Look,
There's
are
more.
Klipsch Fortes, one of my all-time favorites of recent times. So you told me you had just become a Klipsch Heritage dealer?
Yes, it's only weeks in the making.
Oh, really? Oh, it's that
yes,
recent. Oh,
just
okay.
Recently added to the website as a dealer for Heritage products, because they keep the Heritage franchise separate from the rest. So there's only a limited number of Klipsch Heritage dealers, and it's, as you know, very sensitive speaker, very efficient, so it works great with tube amps, and I do love good tube amps, so I'm always looking for products to go with that.
And now the Amphion. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yep, Amphion from Finland. Got a great reputation in the pro audio industry. I'm trying to get the word out, for the hi-fi crowd, that they also make a full lineup of home hi-fi products. And these are the Argon 3LS.
And how much are they? We're not going to do prices of everything, but how much are those?
Yeah, just under 4,000 for the pair.
Oh, wow, okay.
All made in Finland.
Yeah, really beautiful. I love the waveguide. It's such a distinctive look on and you said it could be white or black?
Yes, correct. It's available, the waveguide, either white or black. The speakers are available white, black, or walnut.
And these electronics?
So Luxman is one of my most important brand of electronics. I've been a dealer for a few years now, and it's one of my best sellers. This is a fairly new model. This is the new L509X.
Very classic Japanese, with kind of like a modern spin.
Yeah, it's a Class AB, 120 watts per channel, just exquisitely made, very muscular sound, really, a crowd pleaser.
And the table?
Yep, Luxman table, PD171A. This is the higher end Luxman table. It's really a reference of mine. It's exquisite.
And this piece?
So this is the M700U, which is their separate power amp.
These are solid state?
Yep, this is all solid state. We will see some tube Luxman later. Yes, Piega from Switzerland.
That's a beautiful.
This is it's all aluminum, and I'll take the grill off so that you can see here. It is a coaxial ribbon.
Wow.
So this is a 3-way loudspeaker with a tweeter surrounded by mid-range.
But the mid-range is folded ribbon?
Yes.
Wow, I've never seen a folded ribbon that big. Wow, that's really cool.
So you've got one woofer for your your low frequencies, but this really plays very coherent because of that coaxial design. It's lovely.
Well, that's a whole different kind of coaxial. You mean the mid-range tweeter?
Yep, yeah, the tweeter being in the middle of the mid-range.
Right,
yep.
right, okay. And these are the speakers I just reviewed?
Indeed, this is the new entry-level series for triangle loudspeakers from France. It's called the Berea series. These are the BRO8s. You know, under $1,400 a pair for floor standers. It represents a great value.
And this puppy here?
Yeah, I'm a clear audio dealer. I do love analog. You can see I have a lot of records around.
Right.
And so this is a record cleaner, actually.
Oh.
And
I wasn't sure, actually.
yeah, no, this is a lovely piece here. You know, it's
okay. Nice.
It cleans both sides of the record at once with a one-button operation.
Wow, that's very cool. And this one here?
Yep, entry-level solid-state integrated from Luxman. It's the L505 UX.
So what do we have here? This skinny speaker. What is this?
So Bob Carver, I'm sure you remember the name
Definitely.
from years ago. He is still making quality audio products. This is his amazing line source loudspeaker.
And they're ribbon speakers?
Yeah,
ribbon
so
drivers?
all ribbon tweeters down the front, and then along the side you can see the mid-range drivers. And then there's external crossovers to subwoofers.
Cool. And here's another Klipsch, the Heresy. I love this speaker. It sounds like 1957 in a good way.
Yeah, and it has a great mid-century modern look to it. It's just, you know, there's something about the Heresy, you just want to sit down and listen to music. You know,
the funny thing is, I mean, it's so short. I think it's 24 inches high.
Yep.
So it's a floor standing speaker that I think is kind of weird that it's a big box, but in terms of a New York apartment, because it's so low, it's not intrusive. You know,
exactly.
Like
I mean, you can see I have it, you know, below some large windows here, and it doesn't block the view or anything. It's inobtrusive, but you know, still very efficient, and you know, a lot of fun. It's just really fun speaker.
Yeah, but I'm just putting it together. I never quite put it this way before, that it's kind of an ideal small apartment speaker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what is this amp?
So this is a brand from Greece called Socarides Devices.
Wow.
It's all made in Athens. And this is an integrated amp. And it's with 6550 tubes, built-in phonostage.
So
DAC.
it's single-ended?
It is, actually, yes.
Yeah. Nice. Turntable?
Yep, clear audio concept.
Okay. And,
But Steve, you passed over my favorite amplifier here.
Sorry.
So I know it's not hooked up right now, but this is a beauty. Luxman tube. Luxman's always been making tube amplifiers, not just solid state. And this is their top of the line tube power amp. It is the MQ300 with 300B output tubes, 8 watts per channel, single ended.
Made in Japan.
Oh yes, made in Japan, and even the tubes are made in Japan. Those are Takatsuki 300B tubes.
Wow. And they're currently made.
Oh yes, yep.
So they're not new old stock that you're going to run out of or anything. Cool. So we're nearing completion here. So tell me about this little speaker. I reviewed this. This is the Titus EZ, right?
Yes, this is Triangle's entry-level horn-loaded tweeter design here. So this is the smallest of their speakers. I mean, Triangle's famous for their horn-loaded tweeters. So this is where it all starts with the Titus. Very good, you know, for a small space. But if you have a larger space like this, then
you need something a little bigger.
We have the top of the line Triangle with the horn-loaded tweeter. There's actually one on the front and on the rear of this.
Nice.
This is the grand concert of the Magellan series.
But this is actually a three-piece speaker,
yes, you've got mid-range and tweeter module here, and then bass modules top and bottom.
So the top and the bottom are the same.
They are, just reversed.
Right. And just to make sure I got it right. So these drivers here are also on the back.
They are, yes. Mid-range and tweeter are on the back as well.
Okay.
Just kind of makes a more three-dimensional soundstage.
Right. And it's about 8 feet tall?
It is.
So it fits in a normal, even though it's huge, it fits in a normal room.
Yes.
Now, when I saw this speaker, in the name of this company?
Grandinote.
You say it so well.
I
It's
try.
Italian.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. When I gave this speaker the knuckle wrap test, I thought it was stone. It was so dead.
It is
inert, I should
aluminum.
say.
So
It's
it is made of aluminum, and it's very, very thick pieces of aluminum. So yeah, it definitely passes the knuckle test. So Grandinote is an Italian company. They make loudspeakers and electronics. And this is one of those small boutique brands that I discovered, and they don't have, you know, wide availability in North America, but it's just such a great sounding and unique brand that I decided to bring it on.
Mm. You were talking about it's a solid state amplifier, but
It is. So the kind of claim to fame for Grandinote amplification is the fact that it is a solid state transistor based power amp, but it actually has the circuit topology of a tube amp.
Including output transformers.
Including the output transformers. The designer had really started with tube amps, but wanted to overcome some of the inherent compromises that you get with tubes that transistors solved, in terms of, grip on the bottom end and having, speed on the top. So this, the rationale for this piece is to give you the sound of tubes, but the reliability of solid state.
So it makes sense. No, we listened to this before, and it was really phenomenal. We were playing a recording, I'll put it up on the screen right now, Little Kruta, and I was at that session, and in this big room with these big speakers, the sense of being there, the ultimate audiophile fantasy of hearing it sound like it really did when the band played in the room, this was really there. It was super impressive.
Yeah, there's definitely a scale here with these big speakers, and this is, a great source for that.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to be, you and I are going to be crossing paths again and again, but thank you.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Steve.
I think I'll be reviewing more of the stuff that you're showing here today. So thank you for your time. My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show, coming to you from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and see you again real soon. Bye-bye.